Welcome to the Eagle Valley Model Railroad. This is going to be the April 2017 layout update and tour. We've had a lot of upgrades and a lot of things going on here on the layout since the last update. The first thing we're going to talk about is the fascia that has been installed. And we still have one more piece to figure out and work out, and that's the mountain section. We're going to have a observation window to actually look into the mountain at track level so you can see the train coming around the corner inside the mountain. Still trying to work on some kinks on that and figure out exactly how I want it to go. The second step in the fascia piece is going to be a skirting that goes around the bottom edge of the layout table just to hide the clutter and stuff underneath the layout. One of the biggest changes of the Eagle Valley since the last update is that little square black box, which is our DCC panel that runs our NCE system. So starting here on our lift out, we've got the yard entrance, the inside line coming in, kicks off and comes down to a industry spur that'll be the scrap yard. The inside line coming in is going to split into 3 other tracks that go into our 3-stall engine house that'll be placed here. The main yard consists of 5 different spurs, and the intermodal, as you can tell, is split from the rest of the yard to allow clearances for trucks to come in, and we will have a mobile crane that'll be positioned here that'll be able to move those containers around. From one of my last Facebook photo questions, this is what we've decided to go with as far as the entrance into the yard. So this is another idea I'm flirting around with, to have the lead going into the yard from the back side, entering in where the intermodal yard is. So I have one continuous run through the yard, and the rest of my spurs in the yard will stop at the edge. This is going to be an interesting to do because the radius of the curve of the inside main is a little bit tighter than what the radius of the curve turnout is. So there's going to have to be a little bit of adjustments made there. Going to be some radius changes in the middle of this curve. I don't know if it's going to cause me a bunch of issues, but this is something I think will add a good operation element to the layout. This is something we are going to tackle and see if we can make this thing work and have it to where it looks seamless like it was part of the original design. So this is going to be one of our next projects to see if we can get this installed and get it operational, and so we can utilize some different switching elements for the yard. This is our roster for the Eagle Valley Model Railroad as it sits today. One of our last videos was no more plastic on the Eagle Valley, and specifically talking plastic wheel sets. I do have 2 of our Lifelike box cars that I have converted over to metal wheel sets and KD number 148 couplers. All of our new rolling stock has been converted over to KD number 148 couplers, as well as our loco. The reliability as far as the couplers matching has been very apparent. We do have some, or did have some, track issues, corners being just a little bit too tight. We've worked on those and got those kinks worked out. And as of right now, not saying that it won't, but as of right now, I've pulled every piece of rolling stock we have around our layout with our locomotive. I've run it forward and backwards over every inch of this track with very, very minimal issues. Most of the issues occur when I forget to flip a turnout the correct way, and it causes problems. So apart from human error, our new rolling stock and our new DCC loco is doing exactly what we want it to, and we're having a good time with it. Still need to do some more detail work on Churchill. We have added a gravel road entrance and parking lot. The next area of the layout we're going to discuss is right here. This is where the chip mill and the fueling station is going to still go. Need to work out as far as track layment, where everything will fit, work everything in, and just to make sure that the radiuses that are used will allow for the cars to transition across them without having any issues. This is our truck to train transfer industry, and just having some discussion with some guys. There were some concerns with starting the transition right off of the turnout to go from the cork roadbed down to the foam tabletop, and I've not had any issues. I'm not sure what I did different or anything like that, but as far as starting the transition as soon as it come out off the turnout and using a shim, which is roughly 7 to 8 inches long, to drop to our foam tabletop, it seems to work just fine. I've run my loco down through it. I've actually, even just to see if it would or not, I run one of my intermodals down it, loaded, and it never bottomed out, didn't scrub, had no issues. So I think we're going to be good there. As far as our trestle bridge, we've changed it out to this steel trestle. River's still dry. Waterfall still isn't there. And the old boy is still trying to make us some shine. This section of the layout is still going to be the paper mill. It's going to be a representation of a paper mill. The Walther's kit that I got to model the paper mill industry is twice as big as what I can fit in the area that I've allotted for it. So we're going to modify the kit just a little bit, and it'll be a rough representation of what a paper mill is. Still undecided as far as a 3-industry spur or a 2-industry spur. It'll definitely be no less than 2. Gonna put that kit together and get it in place and work out exactly how I want it to look, and see how we can make this a operational friendly layout. So guys, apart from just some detail work and finishing up some track laying, that's what the Eagle Valley Model Railroad looks like, April 2017. Thanks for watching. Remember, like, share, subscribe, and until next time, Happy modeling.